The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Danny Laurel. India has allowed nearly 300,000 tons of rice shipments to some countries like the Philippines. New Delhi would supply at least 295,000 tons of non-basmati white rice to Manila. The staple would also be shipped to other countries like Nepal, Malaysia, and the Republic of Guinea, among others. India earlier banned overseas shipments of non-basmati white rice back in July, but it said it would still consider requests for supplies from vulnerable countries. One source from the Indian government said they are unlikely to consider any more requests for rice supplies until farmers gather their new season crop. In other news, more Filipinos from the Middle East and bodies of the slain OFWs are back in the country. The remains of the OFW killed by Hamas militants at the onset of their conflict with Israel has been brought home to Cadiz, Negros Occidental. The body of Loretta Alacre arrived in Manila on Saturday on board an Etihad flight from Tel Aviv, Israel. She's set to be buried on November 5th. Meanwhile, 87 distressed OFWs along with 3 children returned to the Philippines from Saudi Arabia. They were received by DMW and OWA officials at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. They will be given financial assistance as well as medical and psychosocial support. The body of Mary Grace Santos, an OFW killed in Amman, Jordan, was also brought home to the Philippines on Saturday. Santos was allegedly raped and killed by the son of her employer's caretaker earlier this month. The suspect is already in the custody of Jordanian police. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Dani Laurel. Lava bursts were observed anew in Mayon volcano in the past 24 hours. Volk's resident volcanologist Paul Alanis told the Star that the lava burst occurred at 6:36 in the evening on Friday and 12:06 a.m. on Saturday. Alanis added such events indicate that magmatic degassing activities are happening in the volcano. Now with this, he said there is no way yet that Mayon's status can be downgraded from alert level 3 to 2. Mayon has been under alert level 3 since June 8. Here are the stories we're watching around the globe. 7 have been killed, while dozens were injured after an Israeli airstrike on the Nusayrat camp in Gaza on Saturday night. Over 4,300 Palestinians have been killed so far since Hamas militants' attack on Israel on October 7th. United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres pleads for a humanitarian ceasefire between Israel and Hamas militants. Guterres noted that Palestinians are living through a, quote, humanitarian catastrophe with thousands dead and millions displaced. In Russia, 6 people have been killed while 14 others were wounded after a Russian missile attack that hit a postal distribution center in Kharkiv, Ukraine. The governor of the region said those killed and injured were all employees of the center. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 4:30 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Dani Laurel, and we are One News.